Okay, so since I'm in front of the camera, and I kind of miss being in front of the camera because it's been a minute. I just been chilling, y'all. Like, I've been cooling. Sometimes you got to take a break from life to enjoy it, because I'm really like a hard worker, and I've been learning to balance the two. That's my biggest test of time, is like learning how to balance hard work with allowing, because that's what it's about. Life is about the balance. You can't do too much allowing to where you're lazy, and you can't do too much doing to where you really get nothing done. So I've been allowing, and now it's time to start doing. But anyways, this video is a video this kind of in response to somebody who I comment on their blogs. Okay, so I have people who contact me a lot to get me to interact with them on their blogs and stuff like that in the comment, and you know, I charge for that. So contact me if you want me to read your blog post. And I can't even talk. Contact me if you want me to read your blog post and leave a real genuine comment, because I'm gonna read that thing because I'm a reader, and then I'm gonna put my honest opinion about it. So hey, if you're looking for a certain opinion, you might not want to contact me, because I'm going to keep it real. But anyways, so this person, it was like about, you know, being an alpha male and being an alpha female. And so I knew that he wanted me to comment on this because he could kind of see from my comments that I left on his post before that, like, I would probably be considered a so-called alpha female. So I'm like, you know what? Let's talk about this alpha female stuff. So, Pretty Boss TV. The word boss in there, you already know that's alpha, that's boss. Alright? So, it's funny that he did that, because I had just literally, like, Googled, like, something about alpha female. I don't know what I was thinking about. I don't know why we think Google can solve all of our issues, but I Googled it, like, a week before he asked me to do this comment. So in the post, he was saying things like, you know, how does it feel to, if you're an alpha female, be with a weak man? And then, you know, or submissive, like a beta male, because, you know, you got the alpha males and the beta males. So he's like, if you're an alpha woman, how does it feel to be with a beta male, aka a weak man? How does it feel? How are you gonna feel when you're 40 or 50 and you don't have a man no more? How does it feel to raise your kids alone? You know, yada yada yada, this and that. That's how he started it out. So I'm thinking like, okay, bam. Like, so I answered the question. I'm like, how does it feel to be with a weak man? That shit sucks, okay? I'm getting out of that right now. That's still in the court process of me exiting a weak ass relationship. So to answer his question on that, no, I don't want to be with a weak man. Two, how would I feel to be single in my 40s or 50s? Really, I don't care, because I don't give a damn about being single right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a daughter, you know, what's so crazy about it, my brother will agree with this probably, but I feel like I'm a man eater. Like, I chew them up and spit them out like a black widow. Like, I should put that in a rhyme, but I'm not even trying to be funny. That's really has been the dynamic of my relationships, and especially since I had a child, which is something that I have been wanting for a long time. I'm not even gonna get into that story, but I have been wanting to have a child for a very long time. I could figure out how to make money. I graduated from college. I figured out all those things. I could figure out how to get in a relationship. That's easy to get a man, but I just couldn't have a child as much as I was trying. Now that I have my daughter, man, I'm sorry, but I still love y'all, but you're just not a priority. Like, I don't need you anymore because I had a child already. Like, I don't need you to procreate. So, deuces. But, no, real talk, I really don't give a damn about being single today or 100 years from now. Like, what I give a damn about is enjoying my life. So, if I have people in my life to enjoy it with that enhances my life, by all means, whether it's friends, whether it's a romantic relationship, family, whoever can enhance my life, I want them in my life. But I don't need a specific relationship or a partner or any of that type of stuff. As y'all know, also, I've been celibate, but them sex dreams been getting cray. I ain't gonna lie. Like, in real life, I be kind of oh my god, excuse me, my princess has been hacking her little beautiful lungs out, so I had to make sure she was okay. But no, like, you know, like I was saying, oh yeah, the sex dreams, they've been getting outrageous. Okay, so I do have hormones inside of me, but I just don't have a person who I want to give it up to, though. You know, that's the missing link. Like, hormones are active, yoni eggs on fleek, you know what I'm saying? But a prospect is not there. Like, I just don't know a man who I feel like should get a taste of this honeydew melon. You know, I don't know a man who should get a taste of this cantaloupe, you know. Anyway, anyways, let me get to it, y'all. Like, being an alpha woman is supposedly supposed to be horrible. He's like, he sent me a message. He's like, your comment was so funny. He's like, but I teach women how to be, you know, how to not be an alpha female and how to appeal to alpha males. I'm like, okay, first of all, one, I don't want nobody to goddamn change me. That's your first fuck up. Like, I don't want a man who thinks he can change me or that I want to be changed. Two, I don't want a man who think I can change him or that he wants to be changed, because that means you're not comfortable with who you are in the first goddamn place. So, you know, I'm like, look, no, I'm not interested in changing. If I wanted to change, I would have been goddamn changed. I'm not. I like to be independent. My boyfriend that I was with before I ended up in a marriage that is about to be over, before I ended up in that, I was in like a 2-year real deep relationship. Like, we had a good open relationship. Our only rules was nobody's supposed to get into a relationship and nobody's supposed to have kids. I broke the rules. I'm sorry, babe. Okay, but within this relationship, I'm not sure if we would work close up together. It was a long distance relationship, which we do good apart, you know what I'm saying? And then when we come together, it's good, and then we do good apart. But close up, I remember, you know, it was a point in time he was talking to me about marriage and having kids before I actually did it, and I was like, no, I want to do, you know, finish doing what I'm doing with business, and you're almost done graduating from college, and we'll just be in a better place, and then we could talk about that later. So in the midst of that, one time he told me, he's like, I just want you to be my trophy wife. Like, why can't you just be a trophy wife? And I was like, no, yuck, like, ew, like, what am I supposed to do? Nothing but just sit around and be cute and live in your shadow? No, when I was in high school, my friends was talking about having kids and getting married. I was talking about, like, look, I ain't trying to do that till I'm in my 30s. I'm trying to get to this bread, you know. I've always been oriented like that. That's not something that I can help, and it's just so funny that I ended up being the one married with kids, still making the bread though, but I ended up with that, and that's never what I was looking for. Like, I'm still in my 20s, and I wanted to wait until I was in my 30s before I started all that or whatever. But it's cool, everything happens for a reason, and honestly, since I've had my daughter, my game then stepped up. Like, the way that I make money, the way I earn my living, like my boss status, all that then got way better, because it's like I had to focus and do things that actually work, because I can't be risking stuff when I have a daughter to keep food in her belly, shelter over her head, pay that daycare part-time just so she could socialize, you know what I mean? So all those things, you know, get her J's every now and then. I don't do J's crazily, but baby deserves J's every now and then. So to do all that, I had to make sure that I support myself. So the question is, he's like, well, if you're an alpha woman, you're gonna get a weak man. I've only been in one relationship with a weak man. I'm not even gonna put him on blast. But all of my relationships, I've always dated like alpha males, but that was always our problem, because, well, it wasn't always a problem. Like, for some, like my high school sweetheart, which I'm not gonna say his name, but he knows who he is because I dated him in high school, and we dated on and off for like a very long time, even after high school. But he was my high school sweetheart, and he was like the basketball star. You know, I was the cute girl. We ain't go to the same school. I ain't never date nobody at my school. But, you know, it was cool. But the thing about it is that with alpha males, one of the things, if you get a so-called alpha male, sometimes they're cheaters. The reason I didn't mind in high school is because I was a cheater too. But, you know, so I never gave a damn who was doing what, because I was always going to do me. But now that I'm a grown woman and, you know, I have a child and I like to take care of myself to a whole nother level, I'm not into being with somebody who's like having sex raw dog, like raw dogging everybody. It's one thing to be out there having sex with a condom. It's one thing to be out there having sex raw dogging. That's just fucking sick and pathetic, okay? Strap your fucking self up, okay? That's to you, goddammit. You know who I'm talking to. But, yeah, so I can't do alpha male, y'all. Like, I don't want a weak man neither. I need a man who's like me but complimentary to me. You can call me an alpha woman, but I just feel like I'm unique. Like, I'm the type of female, to me, I've never looked up. I'm not saying I necessarily look down, although I have looked down to them, but I've never looked up to women who live off of men or just marry a man to be safe, or stay in a marriage they don't want to because somebody financially takes care of them. I've never looked up to that. That's just always been kind of weak to me. Now, I'm not saying that it is, because to be a woman and to hold down a household, if you really holding your household down as a woman, the kids and all that, oh, that's real woman shit. So do not get me twisted. But for me, I do both. You know, I hold down my household by myself, and I pay the bills by myself. Now, if a man comes into my life, best believe he better have that check, because you're going to have to match me or pass me. But that's another story. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm a different type of woman. I've always naturally been like competitive. I've been driven. Competition drives me. Risk taking. I get fucking hard-ons. If I had a penis, like, I would get hard-ons off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love to compete. That's another problem with me and my boyfriends. We compete. Like, some of my boyfriends tell me, like, you like a homeboy, like a sexy ass homeboy. Like, I'm like a dude to chill with, but I'm a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just unique as a person is what I'm trying to say. A man would have to be like that. He would have to be secure in himself, knows who he is. And when you know who you are as a man, you don't have to, oh, I'm macho man, I'm alpha male. Like, if you call yourself an alpha male, you're weak. You're just as weak as the man that you're calling a beta male, to me, in my opinion. So being an alpha woman, they're like, oh, you think you're independent. I don't feel like that's a bad thing. Like, I feel like everybody wants to be independent. Not just, I don't think that's a female thing or a male thing. Like, you should want to be able to take care of yourself. You don't want to be in a situation to where you can't even leave a man because you can't financially take care of yourself or your kids. Like, that's hell. That's prison. We weren't meant to be trapped. We're meant to be free. So I feel like a healthy relationship involves two individuals who are completely self-sufficient on their own and decide to come together to enhance their lives. That's what I feel like it's about. So that was kind of my reply. I did do some slick dissing on the article though. I should leave the link below. Matter of fact, I think I am gonna leave the link below so y'all can see my long ass rant. If you want a little bit of comedy in your day, check out that comment, because I kind of went in on that post. But yeah, I certainly I won't change myself for the world. I don't. The answer is no. I don't want to be like taught to be how to be a submissive female. That's easy. To be a submissive female, let me think. Lay on your back and open your legs whenever he wants. When he walks in the door, give him some head. Make sure that you cook all the time, which I cook all the time, not for a man, but just because I'm a foodie, by the way. But cook all the time. Don't speak unless you're spoken to. Rub his back when he's angry. When he yells at you, say, I'm sorry, baby, I'll be back. You know, don't work. Don't make your own money. Depend on him. When you need to go shopping, say, baby, can you please give me some money so that I can buy me a dress and some shoes? You know, baby, I just thinking as a family, maybe we should go on vacation, because I don't have the money to go on vacation myself, but I do want you to take like a week off work so that we can go somewhere. So I think I just nailed how to be like an undominant woman, you know what I mean? But of course, you know, it can't be two head butters in a relationship, but I feel like people can balance each other out. And to be an alpha male, you know, I would need somebody who is like, who knows who he is. I need a real man, not a man who wants to pretend to be like alpha male, but like an actual man who knows his masculinity, who's comfortable in his own skin, who can hug a faggot and not feel like, oh, I'm not gay, dog. Like, for real, like, I had to go to that extreme, because a real man knows who he is. Like, I need a man that's so masculine that just his presence alone just makes me like, hi, honey. How was your day, baby? I done whooped up some good ass food for you, by the way. Like, you know, a man who just makes you kind of soak in his presence without having to speak, without having to say, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I did this today, I did that, I beat this nigga ass. Like, we're not 15 anymore. Like, beating somebody's ass is not impressive to me at this point in my life, you know. So, just a real man, like an intelligent man, somebody who's educated, like, and I mean like college degrees. I never thought I would say this, and I feel kind of bad, because I know it's a lot of men that's gonna like click off the video right now because I just mentioned the degree. Bye. But I need a man who's college educated. Like, I've never met a man who's met my education level, you know, scholastically. And I think I need that, because I'll just be having a regular conversation with a dude who's not on that level. He's like, man, you use big words. I get this from like almost all of my exes. And I'll be like, no, I don't. That's just how I talk. It's not really a big vocabulary. I see a lot of words on the news that I'm not quite familiar with sometimes, okay? So to me, I have a normal vocabulary, but to other people, it's like, oh my gosh, she speaks so eloquently, like she knows so many words, and it's not really like that. Like, my whole family speaks like that, and we all have nice teeth. It's hereditary. So I think I need like a college educated man. I'm about to graduate with my master's degree, and I'm gonna get my doctorate's degree just because, like, I feel like Dr. Burke sounds good on me. I don't know any other Dr. Burkes in my family, so why not be the first Dr. Burke? So I'm gonna do that because I'm almost done with the master's, and that was like a piece of cake compared to the bachelor's, because that just takes forever. All those labs in my bachelor's days was crazy. The master's degree is more about applying knowledge, and I love doing that, you know. So I'm ready for the doctors, and I want a man who like has degrees. Like, do you understand how I think I would get really horny? Like, sorry, if I was with a man and he was able to break down physics to me, break down information to me, that, because I'm smart, I know about a lot of different things. Some things I know more about, some things I kind of know a little bit about. But if I had a man that could actually explain something to me on an educational level that I didn't know much about, or I wanted to know more about, just like physics, for example, I think that maybe when he walks in the door, he would get some good fellatio. Excuse me, I had to put a new battery in my camera. My camera was getting too hot for my camera. But no, like, I just, you know, I would need a man that's like on that level. Seriously, like, he has to be smart. I don't want him to be like, oh, I don't want him to be intimidated because I have a big vocabulary. You know what I mean? Like, dudes get insecure based off of just how I am naturally. I'm not trying to be somebody, like, I'm just me. So I figured out now that I'm older is that I've been dating the wrong types of dudes. You know what I'm saying? I've been dating street rats. But of course, because they flock to me like flies, because I'm Kendra and I live in a street radish city a little bit. So like, when you see me, it's like Beyonce walking down the street. It's like, damn, what is she doing here? She cannot be from fill in the blank. I'm not even gonna put my city on blast like that. I rocks with y'all. So they are attracted to me, but you know, I'm past that. Like, it's so funny, the guys who I used to be attracted to, they don't even turn me on, not even a little bit. Like, sometimes I'll see a guy who I'm like, you know, back when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, I know I would have been attracted to him. And he's like unattractive to me now. It's funny, it's like my whole paradigm has shifted as far as what I'm attracted to. So, you know, I just need a man to know who he is. Definitely, you know, be spiritually grounded, have that balance in life, to not be so ambitious that he doesn't realize that it's not about material, because you can't take that stuff with you when you go. It's a spiritual journey. It's a balance of the two. We're physical, and then we also have a non-physical aspect of ourselves that work together. So he would need to be grounded in that type of way. You know, educated, book smart, and street smart to be preferred. You don't want a nerd who like has no swagger. I have swagger and I'm very smart. You know, I have a lot of book smarts, and when I was in school, in high school, I was the top of my class, and in college I have a very high GPA right now. So I feel like I'm both, even though probably some of my exes would beg to differ that I might not be that street smart, but I have common sense. I'm not one of those who don't have common sense. So yeah, that to me is what represents a real man versus like an alpha male. Like, to me, alpha males are like just I lift weights, like my woman is in check, I sleep with a lot of women to make myself feel better about myself, like, that's what an alpha male is to me. Like, just a retard, a fucking retard. But like a real, and then you have beta males who are just naturally weak. They want to live off of their woman. They want to put their hands on their woman because they're weak as hell. Like, that's not, to me, there's no strength in that. If you putting your hands on a woman, that's just beta male shit. You know, like, they don't have no body odor. Like, if you don't have no body odor naturally, like, when you work out, I want to smell something. You know, like, not that I like the smell, but, like, I want to smell something because that's masculine. Like, then you kind of stank a little bit. You know, so let me go rub that off in the shower. But, like, if you just don't stink, period, that's probably a beta male. Like, you have no body odor. That's just not masculine. Like, that's so weird, but it's not. That's not masculine. That body odor should be kind of sexy, but only sometimes, like, it comes, but then you get in the shower, you clean it off. Now you smell like Irish spring soap or whatever you use. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's very obvious that I have been celibate for a very long time. But no, a real man is secure in who he is, and that's what I need as a woman. Like, I need a man who's not intimidated by me, period. You know, why would you be intimidated by anybody, whether it's a woman or a man? That's weak. You know, whether you call yourself an alpha male or a beta male, like, that's just weak. So I want, you know, to me, that's what I need as a so-called alpha woman. I don't see myself as an alpha woman. I see myself as, like, a woman that's, like, ahead of her time. You know, like, I feel like I see myself as a woman who is in sync with the times. Like, I'm not a housewife, even though I take care of my household, you see, by myself. But I also make bread by myself. I'm self-employed, so I'm just all around independent. My dad taught me that. He always told me, always be able to take care of yourself. Don't ever have to depend on a man. Trust me. And I believe him. Shit. I'm Kendra Burt, bitch. That was unnecessary. See, that's why I always used to attract the street rats, because of shit like that. But no. For real, I'm just having fun, y'all. I wanted to make a video because I haven't been here for a while. And I'm probably going to be doing little chat videos like this until I start really putting out them videos where I'm going to be teaching y'all stuff. Because those videos are going to be well put together. Like, they're not just going to be me ranting. Like, they're going to be, like, real videos. Like, I prepare the project, I put it together, I create it, and then I upload the video type, you know, stuff. But, shouts out to all my boss bitches, wife and niggas. Hey! I ain't doing that again. Never again, Lord. Never again. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the alpha male, alpha female thing. I think it's kind of lame to put labels on people like that. Like I said, I don't see myself as an alpha woman. I see myself as like a superwoman. I can do a lot of things that you know, just blow your mind, that are out of this world. You know what I mean? Like, I have supernatural powers. So let me know what y'all think about it. I appreciate y'all for tuning into my video. Make sure you comment below, because it's just lame not to comment. Like, why watch me for this long and not comment? I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.